Bore da blant, good morning Foundation phase and croeso i'r Eisteddfod Prize Assembly. Welcome to the Eisteddfod Prize Assembly. I'm Mrs. Wood and I am super excited to be joining you this morning to celebrate and to announce all the lovely winners of all the competitions. I have my Welsh top on ready to celebrate and I hope that you are all dressed up in school too, waiting to hear all the winners and the winning house. Can I just start by saying I have been blown away by all the incredible work your teachers have shared with me and all the work that I've seen on Twitter. I could not believe some of the daily challenges you've also been taking part in, and I heard some children have a go at saying the longest place name in Wales, and you said it just as well as I said it then. Gwaith arbennig. Super work, da iawn. So even if you have not come first, second or third in the Eisteddfod Assembly this morning, please remember that the teachers and all the staff are so proud of all the efforts you've put in with your home learning. We really have been blown away. And also remember that you have won house points for your house. So for every piece of work you have done, that has contributed to the house points for the winning houses as well. So let's move on. Now, as you can see here, I have my friend Dewi Ddraig with me, Dewi the dragon. And Dewi Ddraig is going to be popping up now and again throughout my assembly. And your job this morning, Foundation phase, is to count. So Sawlin, I want to know how many Sawlin Dewi Ddraig do you spot throughout my assembly. So have a little count when you see him. At the end of the assembly, we're going to reveal how many Dewi Ddraigs were spotted throughout my assembly, because all the staff have told me you've got excellent noticing skills. So keep your eyes peeled for Dewi Ddraig, my little friend who's going to help me throughout today's assembly. Now, the plan for the assembly, we're going to start by singing the national anthem. The lovely Miss Atherton is going to be helping me with that. I'm then going to be announcing all the prize winners for all the competitions. We're going to end then with revealing the winning house, who has come fourth, third, second and first. And then to end, there is a special treat for you. Because you've worked so hard, all the teachers have made a little video to finish as a special treat. Now, to get our voices warmed up, ready for the Eisteddfod Assembly and ready to sing the Welsh National Anthem, we're going to have a little go at saying Dydd Goel Dewi Sant Hapus, which means Happy St. David's Day. So I'm going to do my turn, your turn, to get our voices warmed up, ready to sing the Welsh National Anthem. So first of all, we're going to say it in a normal voice. Okay, so my turn, your turn. Dydd Goel Dewi Sant Hapus. Da iawn. Now we're going to say it in a super quiet voice. Are you ready? My turn, your turn. Dydd Goel Dewi Sant Hapus. Bendigedig. Now we're going to say it in a deep voice. Are you ready? My turn, your turn. Dydd Goel Dewi Sant Hapus. Oh, that was silly, wasn't it? And now we're going to say it in a super loud voice. And I know you have loud voices because I've heard you on the yard playing. Okay, so my turn, your turn. You ready? Dydd Goel Dewi Sant Hapus. Wow, that was incredibly loud. And our voices are now warmed up, ready for the Welsh National Anthem, my hen Vlad fy Nadau. I'm going to hand you over to my Year 6 colleague, my fellow Year 6 teacher, the lovely Miss Atherton, who is going to lead us in singing the Welsh National Anthem.
Hello St Andrews, I am so thrilled to be part of this very special prize giving assembly. We are going to start by singing the Welsh National Anthem, so please sefwch and sing along.
Amen.
Diolch yn fawr, Miss Atherton. Now let's get started with our prize winners. So a big llongyfarchiadau, a big congratulations to all our prize winners. Let's start with Nursery AM. Their job was to draw, collage or make a sheep. Wow, look at those. We're going to see some lovely sheep here, children. My sheep yn hyfryd. So in Nursery AM, third place was Arla. Second place was Anna. And first place in Nursery AM was Mason. Oh, gwaith hyfryd. Lovely, lovely work, Nursery. Moving on to Nursery PM. Their job was to also draw, collage or make a sheep. In third place was Nicholas. Second place was Amel. And what a clever idea there to use the cloud as the sheep's body. Super idea. And first place was Gianna. And that's another clever idea to use the handprints as the sheep's body. Give me lots of ideas here, Nursery, for crafting with my own children. Diolch yn fawr. So let's give a big llongyfarchiadau, big congratulations to our nursery prize winners, and let's give them a big yee-haw! Da iawn, Nursery. Moving on to Milner Base and their handwriting competition. Third place in Milner Base was Lily. Second place in Milner Base was Jackson. And first place in Milner Base was Adam. Ysgrifennu hyfryd. Lovely handwriting, Milner Base. Moving on to the art competition, they had to paint or draw a Welsh symbol. Third place in Milner Base was Freya Lee with a drawing of a daffodil. Second place was Cameron. And first place was Jason. Llun gwych. Great pictures, Milner Base, bendigedig. Moving on to Milner Base model competition, they had to make a daffodil. In third place was Freya Lee, who decided to do 2 daffodils, one using pipe cleaners and one using your handprints. Great ideas. In second place was Cameron, who decided to use clay to make his daffodil. What a clever idea to use clay, Cameron. And first place with a lovely daffodil was Tasmia. Bendigedig. Llongyfarchiadau to our Milner Base winners. Let's give them a big marshmallow clap to say well done for their super work. Gwaith gwych. Let's move on now to reception and the handwriting competition. And we're going to start in RAM. So third place in RAM was Elijah. Second place in RAM was Alexia. And first place in RAM was Nia. Oh, llun gwych. Great pictures. And also ysgrifennu bendigedig. What excellent writing. Moving on to RSG. In third place was Bonnie. Second place was Heza. And first place was Ashley. Bendigedig Ashley. Beautiful handwriting. Moving on to RSB. In third place was Charlie. In second place was Pia. And first place in RSB was Molly Rose. Reception, I was blown away by your handwriting. Mae ysgrifennu yn arbennig. And then moving on, to reception art competition, and their job was to paint or draw a daffodil. In third place in RAM was Mimi. Second place in RAM was Alexa. And first place in RAM was Emma. Mae llun yn da. Good picture, bendigedig. Moving on to RSG. In third place for the art competition was Isabel. In second place was Jacob. And in first place in RSG was Gabriella. What a lovely picture there, Gabriella. I like the way you've drawn the stems in pencil and then you painted the flower in yellow. Moving on to RSB. In third place was Zachary. In second place in RSB was Matthew. And first place in RSB was Pia. And da iawn, Pia, you've even there labelled all the parts of the plant. Gwaith da. And the final competition in reception was the model competition to make a daffodil. In third place in RAM was Nia. In second place in RAM was Rayanne. And first place in RAM was Tegan with her beautiful daffodils. Moving on to RSG, first place was Abel. Second place in RSG was Aurora, and I love the way, Aurora, you have used Lego. I love Lego. You've used Lego to make your daffodil. Such a creative way to make your daffodil. Da iawn. And first place in RSG is Max. Now Max, I would have never thought to make a daffodil using cars. That is such a creative way of doing it. Da iawn, Max. Now, moving on to RSB. Now, unfortunately, in Miss Bushell's class, she didn't have many entries, so she just decided to give a first place. And she gave first place to Molly Rose with her beautiful model of a daffodil. Da iawn, Molly Rose. Let's say a big llongyfarchiadau to our reception prize winners, and let's give them a ooh, ah, spectacular, ooh, ah, spectacular. Da iawn reception, gwaith arbennig. I was so impressed with your handwriting and your paintings and your drawings. Da iawn. Let's move on to Blwyddyn 1 and the handwriting competition. In third place in 1EB was Theo, and their job was to write hen o hen blant bach. Super handwriting there, Theo. In second place in 1EB was Roman. And first place in 1EB was Henry. Ysgrifennu hyfryd. Da iawn. Moving on to 1BH. In third place was Brooke. In second place was Freya. And in first place in the handwriting competition was Darcy. Ysgrifennu gwych. Da iawn. Third place in 1AM was Jaden. Second place in 1AM was Iman, with beautiful colourings there as well. And first place in 1AM was Tommy. Llongyfarchiadau children, super handwriting. Let's move on now to the art competition, which was to draw a draig, to draw a dragon. In third place in 1EB was Oksana. What a lovely dragon there. I love his big wings and his long legs. In second place in 1EB is Henry. Oh, Henry, I love the way the steam is coming out of that dragon's nostrils. Da iawn. And first place in 1EB is Mika. Mae draig yn arbennig. What such special dragons, children. Super artwork. Third place in 1BH is Amelia. Second place in 1BH is a reader. And first place in 1BH is Orisha. I like the way, Orisha, you've collaged yours. What a beautiful dragon you've drawn there with his, I love his ears and his spikes going down his body. Moving on to 1AM. Third place is Harrison. Some scary dragons here, children. I wouldn't like to meet these. Second place in 1AM is Seren. And first place in 1AM is Theo. Theo, gwych. Excellent work, Theo. Mrs. Wood isn't a very good drawer and she couldn't draw a dragon as well as that. Super impressed. Da iawn, Theo. Moving on to Blwyddyn Un and Year 1's model competition, they had to make a dragon. So first of all in 1EB, third place was Ella Ray. Second place in 1EB was Rosie. And I can see there that Rosie has used egg boxes to make her dragon. That's a great idea, great way to use your recycling there, Rosie. And first place in 1EB is Henry. And I love the multicoloured feathers you've added to yours, Henry, as well. Moving on to 1BH. Third place is Kevin. And I've got to say, Kevin, I was so impressed with your origami dragons. You're going to have to show me how to make one of those. They look brilliant. Second place in 1BH is Jaden. What a large dragon you've created there, Jaden. And first place in 1BH is Nathan. And I love the way, Nathan, you've added the tissue paper coming out of his mouth for the flames. Super idea. Moving on to 1AM. In third place is Ella. And you've also added those flames coming out of his mouth. Such great ideas, children. Second place in 1AM is David. And that's incredible, David. You think you've used a paper plate there? Super work. And first place in 1AM, and I wouldn't like to meet this dragon because he looks a bit scary too, children, is Jacob. Gwaith hyfryd. Lovely work, children. Mae ddraig I yn gwych. Excellent dragons. Moving on to Blwyddyn Un and the poetry competition. They had to write a poem all about Wales. So starting with 1EB, third place in the poetry competition was Damien. Second place in the poetry competition was Mika. And first place in the poetry competition was Theo. And I love, Theo, some of those adjectives, some of those wow words you've added there, like beautiful, grassy, shining. Da iawn, Theo. Moving on to 1BH. In third place was Abaya. In second place in 1BH was Jaden. And first place in 1BH was Hudson. Da iawn, Hudson. Moving on to 1AM. Third place in 1AM was Jose. Second place in 1AM was Helen. And first place in 1AM was Poppy. Da iawn, Poppy. I also like the adjectives that you use in your poem, sparkling and crunchy. Gwaith arbennig. Massive llongyfarchiadau to our Blwyddyn Un prize winners. Just like with reception and with Milner Base and with nursery, I really was blown away with your handwriting, your poetry, your creative skills, your dragons. Super work, Blwyddyn Un. Let's give Blwyddyn Un a ketchup clap. A big ketchup clap to say, bendigedig, da iawn, Blwyddyn Un. Moving on to Blwyddyn Dau and their handwriting competition. So first of all in 2ED, and they had to write the poem Welais Jacador, Mi Welais Jacador. So in third place in 2ED was Ella. Second place in 2ED was Mustafa. And first place in 2ED was Amelia. Ysgrifennu yn hyfryd. Such beautiful handwriting, Amelia. Moving on to 2JR. Third place in 2JR was Lucas. Second place in 2JR was Lily. And first place in 2JR was Alicia. Gwaith bendigedig, da iawn. 2JE now. Third place in 2JE was Chloe. Second place in 2JE was Benjamin. And first place in 2JE was Esme. Bendigedig blwyddyn dau, such beautiful handwriting. Super impressed I am. Moving on to the art competition. Now they had to draw a castle and paint a castle inspired by Rhiannon Roberts. Now Rhiannon Roberts is a Welsh artist who's well known for using vibrant and bright colours. And wait till you see some of Year 2's excellent competition entries. So first of all, in 2ED, we have Rodina. There's Rodina's castle. Oh, my castle yn hyfryd. Such a lovely castle, Rodina. Da iawn. Second place in 2ED is Keegan. First place in 2ED was Malachi. I love the bright colours you've used, just like Rhiannon Roberts here, Malachi. Da iawn. Moving on to 2JR. Third place is Mason. Second place is Madison, the beautiful drawing of Cardiff Castle there. And first place is Hannah. That is so colourful, Hannah, so colourful. Da iawn. Moving on to 2JE. In third place is Jay. In second place is Sophie. And you know Sophie, I love the heart-shaped sun that you've included in the corner. It's very sweet. And first place was Luca. Now, I wouldn't mind visiting this castle, Luca. It looks incredible. Oh, my castell yn arbennig. These are such special castles, children. Da iawn. Moving on to the model competition. And they had to make a castle. So first of all, in 2JE, third place was Iman. Second place was Cameron. Now Cameron, that castle looks huge. Mawr, mawr, mawr. Big, big, big. Have you still got that in your house now, Cameron? I'd love to know, because that's an incredible castle. And in first place in 2ED is Kai. Da iawn, Kai. I love the flags you've added with your names on there. What a lovely touch. Bendigedig. Moving on to 2JR. In third place is Yanis. In second place in 2JR is Ollie. And first place in 2JR is Ashley. What an incredible castle there, Ashley. Da iawn. Moving on to 2JE. In third place is Fionn. I love your Lego castle, Fionn. So colourful. In second place is Daniel with his lovely grey castle. And first place is Lily. Now Lily, I couldn't believe you've made a castle out of cakes. I would have loved Mrs. Wood likes cake. Tishan. Oh, my flass is young, tasty. And I bet this cake castle tasted incredible. And I saw pictures of Lily. She did the cakes first. She put icing on top. Then she got special pens, icing pens, and drew the windows on and things. My castle yn hyfryd. My castell yn hyfryd, sorry. What a lovely, lovely castle. Moving on to the poetry competition. They had to write an acrostic poem on a Welsh theme. So first of all in 2ED, Alex's poem was about leeks, and he had 3rd place. Bendigedig Alex. 2nd place was Damiola with his Cymru poem. And 1st place was Maya with her Daffodil poem. And I love the bit where you said, Maya, forever the love spoon will keep us together. Gwaith da. 3rd place in 2JR was Theo. Now, Mrs. Wood is going to give her voice a break for a minute, and you can listen to Theo saying his 3rd place winning poem. Over to you, please, Theo. I hope you could hear that. I know it was a little bit quiet, sorry, but I love the huge brute of a mountain and the word majestically. Diane Theo. In 2nd place in 2JR was Madison with her Cymru poem. And 1st place was Holly with her Cymru poem. And Holly, I love some of the words that you've used as well. And your choirs calm the land of song, because Wales is a land of song. So that is an excellent description as well. Diane, Holly. And moving on to 2JE. In 3rd place is Poppy with her Wales poem. In 2nd place is Shay. And in 1st place, the winning entry in 2JE is Nabil. Bendigedig Nabil. I also love some of the language that you've used. As you said, leeks stand tall just like a tree. What an excellent use of a simile there. Diane Nabil. So llongyfarchiadau to our Blwyddyn 2 prize winners. Let's give a massive yee-haw, because I could not believe those beautiful castles, your drawings inspired by Rhiannon Roberts, the models you created. Gwaith gwych. Excellent work, Blwyddyn 2. Now, we've come to a really exciting part of the prize assembly, and it is the final results. So, let me see. Let's have a drum roll, please. Everybody join in with a drum roll. Clap your hands. Now, in 4th place, it is T Gwyrdd Greenhouse with 1,734 points. Let's give a massive round of applause. So clap your doilo, clap your hands. A massive round of applause for T Gwyrdd in 4th place. Diane. You ready? In 3rd place is T Melyn with 1,838 points. Let's give a massive round of applause. Clap your doilo for T Melyn. Diane T Melyn. Now, I wonder who's going to be 2nd. Is it going to be T Glass or is it going to be T Coch? Doilo Evan, if you think it's going to be T Glass, put your hands in the air. Give a shout. Whoop, whoop. Doilo Evan, if you think it's going to be T Coch, put your hands in the air. Give a shout. Whoop, whoop. You ready? In 2nd place, it is T Coch with 1,881 points. Give a massive round of applause. Clap your dailo to T Coch, which means, I'm sure you've worked it out, there's only one house left. So in 1st place is T Glass with 1,949 points. Massive round of applause for T Glass. Clap your big doilo. Diane T Glass, the winners of Eisteddfod 2021. Bendigedig T Glass. That's exciting. And I play the music again because I'm so happy for tea glass. Okay, so almost coming to an end now, children, before I finish with the special treat I have to show you. So, sawl un, how many dewi ddraig did you spot? Now, it might be a good idea if the teachers pause this video so they can ask you, sawl un, how many dewi ddraig did you spot? And I'm sure if you guess the right amount, I'm sure your teachers will give you a dojo or a sticker to say well done. So if you press pause now, you can quickly ask the children, sawl un, how many dewi ddraig did you spot? Right, foundation phase. Rifwch gyda fi. Count with me. Are you ready? Rifwch gyda fi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My 10 dewi ddraig. There were 10 dewis altogether throughout my assembly. Dwylo i fyny if you correctly guessed 10. Oh, give yourselves a massive pat on the back. Excellent noticing and skills foundation phase. Da iawn. Now, to end, St Andrews Primary School present the Rugby Ball Challenge. I've put together a little video of all the staff of St Andrews, have done a little video to celebrate St David's Day and to say a big well done, a big llongyfarchiadau as well to all of you who have worked so incredibly hard for our Eisteddfod this year. When you're watching the video, see how many members of staff that you know, see how many members of staff you can spot on the video that you know. So it's goodbye from Mrs Wood. I really enjoyed this morning. Da iawn foundation phase. Hwyl fawr!